So, on top of everything else, I wanted to take a couple of days before I made this video. I originally had a bunch of game notes, but a title clinching game is a little different from your standard NBA Finals game. The Nuggets closed out Miami in Game 5 to finish the deal. They overcame early foul trouble to both Joker and Aaron Gordon. Joker has his ring. To be honest, I'd been a little critical of the Nuggets' more bold propositions, and I will gladly be wrong. I had my concerns about Michael Porter Jr.'s back long term. I thought giving up the equivalent of 2 firsts for Aaron Gordon would be a bad idea because it backed him up against the stipend roll. I didn't know how long it would take for Jamal Murray to recover from his ACL tear. But in the end, the Nuggets addressed whatever concerns I had by winning a convincing title. They beat Minnesota in 5. They dispatched Phoenix in 6. They swept away the Los Angeles Lakers. They won the finals in 5. But now comes our part, defending that title. And, like all title defenses, they have a shortened offseason to do it. Sometimes I think certain guys and fans underestimate the effect of a shortened offseason on title defense. I don't want to say be greedy, because it's an NBA title and those are always special. But, I mean, what do I know? I'm only a fan of the least established franchise in the league with the Pelicans. That being said, this is the Nuggets' chance to get greedy. The Lakers tried with their acquisitions of Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook. The Bucks went all in on the Drew Holiday trade and hoped to capitalize on that trade by winning multiple titles. But after the injuries to Middleton and Giannis these past 2 postseasons, I don't know if they're going to win another one. On top of that, Milwaukee owns a whole bunch of draft capital, mostly to the Pelicans for the Drew trade, and their roster's getting older and more expensive. For some age comparisons, Steph was 26 when he won his first title, and LeBron was 27. Joker's 28. Jamal Murray is 26. Aaron Gordon is 27. Michael Porter Jr. is 24. But again, his back will be a concern throughout his entire career. I don't know if the Nuggets will repeat, but it certainly wouldn't surprise me if they won another title in the next 3 to 5 years. After several trades, the Nuggets owe their first to Charlotte this year. The pick they used to select R.J. Hampton before shipping him to the Magic in the Aaron Gordon deal. They don't have their own second this year, but they do have Dallas's. As for future first, they owe a pick to the Magic that's top 5 protected for 3 years. It's now locked to the years of 2025, 2026, and 2027. After that, they owe the next top 5 protected pick 2 years after the Magic pick for Aaron Gordon. So, let's say for whatever reason the Nuggets don't convey that pick until 2027. Then the pick to the Thunder becomes 2029 top 5 protected, else a 2029 second. So, the Nuggets are indeed still backed up against the stipend roll. With only 10 players on the roster next season, the Nuggets have a payroll of $168.687 million against $162 million luxury tax. Last year they were almost $10 million over, and the repeater tax is going to now start to be a major factor, which is what happens when you go above the luxury tax 3 times in 4 seasons. Michael Porter Jr. may have helped them win a title now, but he's still owed over $108 million guaranteed over the next 4 seasons. And Aaron Gordon is due for a pay raise. He's owed over $21 million this year, and then the year after that, he gets the same amount again as a player option, and he'll definitely be looking for a pay raise. Tim Connolly might have left the Nuggets with a championship roster, but he didn't exactly leave it easy for them to pay for it going forward.